Hi, I'm Ben Gustafson. I'm a volunteer at the Repair Cafe. I've been volunteering off and on for maybe 4 or 5 years, and I help repair bikes to the degree possible with the bikes that come in. So right now I'm replacing the tube on this bike here. So this is the old tube. This is the new tube here that I just put a little air in to start, so I can get it into the back into the tire on the wheel here. This is a fairly old bike, but still serviceable since the owner was pretty good about maintaining it. Some of the other things I do are like cleaning, depending on the bike, cleaning the chain, maybe replacing the cables, and sometimes adjusting brakes. Some of the bikes from like Walmart and so forth can be a little bit difficult to maintain. They have a certain type of brake that's kind of tricky to get them centered. And they tend, depending on how well the owner maintained it, they can kind of be rusted in place so that it's hard to adjust them. But yeah. So I think it's a great event. I mean, it's great to see that things like household appliances, clothing, and so forth are being repaired and reused instead of being thrown in the landfill. It helps the environment, and it helps the owners of whatever is being repaired save money as well. So I think it's a win-win, and it feels good to volunteer and help people with things that they need help with.
My name is Lindsay, and I'm currently repairing jewelry at the Framingham Repair Cafe. Me and my partner, we volunteer at the one in Framingham and the one in Natick. We just like to be involved in the community and give back in any way that we can. I studied environmental science in college, so I'm really into being able to repair things and give things new life and make sure that we treat everything that we use with respect. So this is amazing that people can come together and get their items fixed rather than just throwing them away. A lot of these things are easy fixes, but people just don't have the materials or the knowledge to know how to repair things. So it's great. We can come here and get together and be able to fix things as a community. I've been making jewelry for a few years now. I do it as a side business, and I sell things at the Natick Farmers Market. And when they said they needed help with jewelry, and I also do sewing, so I do sewing sometimes when they're low on people to sew. But I said, I have the skills, I have the knowledge, and I'd love to be able to help people if I can. So that's why I'm here.
My name is CJ. I live in Natick, and I've been, volunteering for the Natick and Framingham Repair Cafes for a little over a year now. I grew up kind of with a background of fixing things and tinkering, classic cars, music instruments, and just kind of love the idea of giving back to the community, keeping things out of the dumpsters, giving things a new life. And it's amazing how many smiles it brings to someone's face when you're able to fix something that is like precious and dear to them. So it's really, really an awesome thing to be able to help the community and kind of like reuse and recycle. Yeah, I think for anyone who's coming to a repair cafe with something to fix, there's no harm in bringing it to see if it can be fixed. At the end of the day, if no one's able to fix something, it's too complex or too complicated, at least someone gets to learn something about it and give it an honest attempt.
Hello, my name is Carrie Butfield. I volunteered here at the Framingham Repair Cafe pretty much since the beginning. It was a small part of the organizing committee that got the first one going, and have been a lamp repair person and other things here probably 8 times. I live in Natick, and I always wanted to get one going in Natick since it's such a great event for people. I took a lot of behind the scenes organizing, working with the town, getting the liability insurance through Rotary, but we were able to get our first repair cafe in Natick just over 3 years ago, and we just had our 6th one back in early May. We had about probably almost 85 people come through with a whole vast array of different things to be repaired. We're looking to do another one sometime soon, but we always try and trade back and forth with Framingham so that people have an option, these two communities, to either go to Natick or go to Framingham and have some things repaired. So it's a wonderful program. Volunteers are incredible. You know, I feel like so blessed, you say that often, to have such a talented pool of people who come in and volunteer their time and fix everything. I mean, the success rate is about 95%. It's really very impressive. Talented people.
Okay, my name's Alexander Wolfson, and along with Mary Beth Croce and a few other folks, I helped found the Framingham Repair Cafe. What does it mean to me? A number of things, really. It's like putting us back in control of our stuff, where it's not just like a corporation has decided to lease me a chair. I can actually own a chair and count on it being there for more than just 6 months. Fixing our stuff, not having to always buy something new. And if you're always buying something new, you're like sort of buying a disposable item. Why can't I have something nice? And let's keep it that way.
Great. And how many years have you guys been doing Repair Cafe?
Ooh, maybe our first one was maybe the end of 2018. You're gonna fact check me, I'm gonna get it wrong. There was a big pandemic in the middle, so we did a pause. But yeah, so coming out of a sort of environmental concern, financial concern, using our hands again instead of just like touching glass screens. So yeah, I think all those factors come together that like a bunch of tinkerers are excited to fix someone's, you know, I don't even know. There's like so many things here. I saw a microwave, video, audio, visual equipment. So anything and everything. All sorts. I could man most of the tables if needed. Yeah. Not going to be as fast as our sewing ladies, but I could do some sewing. Yeah. I've done my fair share of like electronics, lamps, appliances. I worked as a bike mechanic for 1.5 years, so I'm ready to do some bikes if we get some more.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a great success. What are some of the coolest items?
I would say so.
That you've seen?
Coolest. So since I'm running the event, I'm not like seeing everything that comes in, so I don't even know. I mean, a couple times ago, I ended up looking at a record player, and then the box that like manages the audio that comes from it. So that was pretty cool. That was one very excited patron. So that was really cool because it was like her dad's, and they didn't know if it would work at all, and then they were very excited when sound started coming out.
Sweet.
So that was rewarding.
So what are the plans for future Repair Cafes? Some things you want to change or future of it?
I mean, the one thing that we do get some feedback on is like, oh, there ends up being a line at many of the stations. So every time I'm like, is there some way we can manage that better? Or do we just tell people, just be nice? You know, if someone was already there before you, just wait in line. Mostly it works out, I would say. 99%, everyone's happy. So I'd love to just fix a larger diversity of things. And I'm excited to see our fixers like build up their expertise, right? You do 10 watches, 100 watches. Okay, now you're like really good at watches. You know what you're doing. I think that's really cool.
You're a Framingham local, correct?
Yeah, I grew up in Framingham, went to Hemingway, Walsh, FHS.
Oh, me too, yeah. What would you say Framingham does uniquely in terms of caring about the environment, in terms of advocating for recycling centers and taking care of older products? Like,
You said, what do we do uniquely?
what do you think separates Framingham, and what are some ways you can help recycle items and take care of past stuff that are thrown away?
Well, I know we have a lot of different environmental groups. We've got Keep Framingham Beautiful, Founders about to walk right behind me. The Framingham Earth Day Festival, Transition Framingham has been doing a lot around local food and waste as well. Yeah, we have a transfer station for dealing with trash. I guess the ethos and sort of mentality of the Repair Cafe is like DIY. You know, you don't need someone else to do it for you. You can figure it out. And it's also repair. So I mean, if you can't do it, and you know, YouTube isn't enlightening, like you can bring it to a tailor. We have people that sharpen things. There's someone who will work on a watch. in Wayland on Route 20. So taking care of our stuff and, you know, discovering that repair can be more affordable than buying, and a better deal anyways, right? Because you're going to pay the same amount for something new, but that new thing is really crappy.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Jack? You have a question for us?
I just ask any final thoughts, anything you want to say?
I mean, the main thing is the fixers are the show. Like, they are they make the event possible. They make it awesome. They fix the things. You know, without them, it would be no Repair Cafe at all. So, major kudos to them. Yeah, grateful for them every time. Oh, now there's, you know, coat rack coming in, another bike, and our success rate is like, fixing things is like 80%. So I'm really impressed that some like amateurs are like actually getting a lot done. So yeah, I'm really excited for people to keep sharpening their skills. And honestly, my dream would be more repair businesses come out of this, or happen in general, whether because of this event, because people get the idea in their mind that, oh, we can actually fix our stuff, that's worth doing, or the fixers themselves like have done it 10 times, they hang out a shingle.